Peter Kiernan, former Goldman Sachs partner, as well as Ashley and Elizabeth, of course. Peter, I want to start with that fund that Donald Trump has proposed. I've not heard about it before. Anybody, individuals, can invest in it, put money into it, and the money will be used to rebuild infrastructure.
There has to be a public-private partnership like this. There's no way we can do this for less than $1 trillion. Anything less than that is timid. Now, you've seen something like 275 billion, excuse me, from
yes, that's from Hillary.
Nowhere near enough. Nowhere near enough.
But would this idea of a fund where you and I and Ashley and Liz, we can all, if we want to, put money in, and then that money would be used to rebuild infrastructure, would that work?
If I was in charge of that fund, what I would do is immediately go to every corporation, every corporate pension fund, every union pension fund. We're going to put your people to work. Now is the time for all good people to invest in this, to come to the aid of their country. If we don't have, in World War II we had war bonds, it's time for job bonds. These are development bonds. They should be sold to every American citizen.
Okay, and that would be a possibility. You approve of this idea?
I think this is a great idea. I think he himself, to be honest, is being a little timid. This is just being flushed out. We have been reported to be $3 trillion short on infrastructure. $1 trillion is a minimum ante to this poker game.
Okay. He also said that if he's elected, he thinks the stock market would go up. Now, that's counter to a lot of people who say the market goes down if Trump's elected. Where do you stand?
Here's where I stand. Right this minute, what we've done is we've broke the antenna off the market. Will you fool around that much in the bonds? All your early warning detection is gone. You can't see inflation. People say there's no inflation, but if you live every day spending money, things are going up. Inflation's being hidden. I think the markets are toppy. I think if you look, you're starting to see, I'll give you one example. The S&P forecasts of all the analysts, Bloomberg says is baked in 16% growth for the next 12 months. 16%.
Profit growth.
Profit growth. How does that happen in a 1% growth economy? Tell me the answer to that, and I'll tell you why the bond market is hiding a toppy stock market.
And the market you think is toppy, and it's down right now 112
There
points.
just isn't that growth. I don't know. How do you come up with 16% growth in your earnings in the next 12 months?
18,290 is where we are now. All right, Peter, stay right there. I've got